taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
That's out wide for Palmer.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Back to throw, Purdy. The toss here completed to Pittman.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Here's Purdy. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now they send a man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Michael Pittman,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Yellow, 22, yellow, slide blue, blue striker, trail green,
to throw, Young.
Oh, you just got beat. Bro.
Nick Bosa.
I'm talking about this guy. No ass. Look at this shit.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down calls look like now.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
blue 32, white,
Young now.
I had him. I should have threw it to first.
To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
ready, black, 95, hey, blue, red, yellow, ready,
Throwing, Young.
Go get it.
He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside.
Oh, I thought you was going to go get that hoe.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Come on, man.
It's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second and 5.
get set, yellow,
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
53.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. You talk about this Bengals defense against the pass. Just numbers that they have it like number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset?
Bro.
What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Throwing here, Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes a shot on the release.
Who is he throwing
This will
to?
be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Now Purdy.
That was going to be peak.
Out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Get that, like that tackle. See, bro, I play circle, bro.
That's not going to get it
I
done.
should have been on dude anyway. I'm diving 10 yards behind the point of the play.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Bro, I got a JSN blocking, bro. What the fuck?
Here early as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hold on 1 second, bro.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Come on, bro. You come play power for me? Damn, bro.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Come on, set.
I want this play.
Now here's Young. This will be caught.
We get a little bit back,
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
ultra. Needle blue. Smash red. Slide blue. Hut, hut.
Young. This is caught. It's gone. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This one
Good shit, Bryce.
not clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Bengals are 1-2 through the first 3.
Bro, I gotta play towards my strength of my team, bro. And definitely, I could do 2 tight ends.
Despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Now Young.
I just hang on to the rock, bitch.
That's Horton.
10 cycles. Trouble 38. Sight. White. Blaster. 6. 10.
On play action. Young. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Now, Flossie, who you lose to? Lions and Bears. But then charge the niggas, bro.
Ready, ready. Blue, 32. Blue, go. Ready.
An inside give, Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run.
I saw you super late. Not really, but
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second.
if I would have stayed in the pocket, I would have
He
had
was
it.
out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They're in there. Free tour.
Take it on in from Bengals touchdown.
Free tour.
Torrey Horton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Well, we don't outside keep this yet. We might be down, but we ain't out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Yeah. See why I hang with a bandit. I want to hang with a bandit. Yeah.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
Good talk.
I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Purdy.
Yo, what you want? Come on, man. This shit 99.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Purdy looking to throw.
Come on, bro.
Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And down he goes.
They're giving us on that little small bullshit.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Purdy to the sideline, and oh, that's well done.
They might got 5 kids at 25 yards. They ain't doing shit.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 55 yards rushing
nasty up front,
He's
bro.
carried the ball just 5 times. Purdy from the gun. Down there right side, it's McCaffrey.
I swear my phone like they were running in mud, bro.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Yeah, hit 99. You got to take down.
Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 2nd and 10. Purdy.
Come on, man. Feel like we're running in mud or something, bro.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Purdy sets up to throw again.
That shit, nigga. Good shit, one.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Ooh, don't rough.
Good from Pinheiro.
That was close.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Come on, we got 3 timeouts, 20 seconds left. Get a field goal range at least, man.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Definitely cover
time
2.
quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just
Well,
how much they trust their
you.
guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
My ass should have been a pick six going the other way, man.
Final 24
I swear we
seconds
just
of
be
the
giving
first
shit up.
half as they come up here 1st and
Free
10.
tour.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Black, 95.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, his early struggles continue. There's another intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
My goddamn tackle so ass.
Frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Back to it after the pick six. Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Final play of the half, Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle.
Yeah.
He's got a man, complete.
How much water did he waste? He wastes a lot of water. Tell Blaze to pick it up.
It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's going to go up top again. And it's
I could have caught that.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll give this up the
Bro, look how, bro, you getting off your ass. The other tackle getting beat.
back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They do get a
You
yard there,
nigga.
but only a yard leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Light blue, down. 50, green, real green, white, red, cycle. Hut.
Young to throw it.
Ah, missed him. Wide the fuck open, dog.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I'm talking about
That's a
missed him.
first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They go play action. Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go. 52 blue striker. Hey, blue. Hut.
Young now from the 50. And down he goes.
Bro, my tackles are just getting whooped, bro.
Able to get in there for
Just
his
getting
second
whooped.
sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis.
One spin move, one little move, bro.
They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Over the middle, and there's a
Phoenix, what's wrong?
And this will move the
Phoenix.
chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49
Phoenix.
38-yard line.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that.
Blaze, what are you doing?
Come on, set. Yellow.
Did you eat all the pizza?
Not all of it.
Okay, what's the problem, Phoenix? Cut the other one in half.
Oh, the motion comes too late.
Damn, man, I
This is
gotta
gonna be a delay.
fucking. Damn.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Shit, man.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Set, hut. 10 black. Ready.
Throwing. Young.
Wide open,
He's
bro.
taken down. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And we all
Bro, that
know
nigga
how
just
talented this
ass,
guy
bro.
is. He's called
I don't know
the
what's
Saint
wrong
Bernard,
with
but even the
Mo.
best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Snap the ball, nigga.
To throw, Young.
Now you gotta come down with
To the
it.
ground, incomplete. A nice job of
What
bombing
about
him
foul,
up
you?
defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He gonna go get that, my boy.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 20.
We gonna go get that.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Set. Black 40. Smash. Red. Seal. Black.
Come on, come on, come on. Come on, hike the ball, bro.
They just get the playoff. Now Young.
Shit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Black. Beetle. Blue. Fury. Yellow. Black Ultra. Set.
Again, it's Young. It's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 23 yards for the touchdown.
Go ahead and hang in there, Bryce.
The Bengals have got it back to within
Want to get a stop on D, man.
Extra point by McPherson.
We'll get a stop on defense.
And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
There's one, man. He ain't breaking us for one. That nigga a baller.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back.
I didn't need one. Motherfucker. Popping away. Oh, God.
Because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Come on, one. That's it, one.
This time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Yeah. Some more juice? Huh?
Now Purdy.
We don't have that orange juice. Old. It's old. Well, drink it then.
The Bengals 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That time for you folks taking the bed, go to bed anyway.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Shotgun handoff there to McCaffrey.
I swear my folks is slow as fuck on.
78 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredded.
Yeah, they got it there shit again.
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, come on. You see what I'm saying? It's like we're a tad bit slow at every fucking thing.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown.
Nah, we really gave this shit up.
And the Niners might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Get inside the escalator.
That'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This one complete to Yoshibas. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Strike 2. Red cycle. Blue striker.
Now Young. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his
both my tackles, bro.
I'm not even sure I know.
It's not even one of them. Both of them got it.
This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Ready?
To the air once more, Young.
Every time, bro. This man got 4 saves by his damn self. Come on, man.
Sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
38.
Here is Young.
Short one there, caught by
Come on, bitch. Get the first at least.
Inside the 40, not quite to
I'm
the
finally
35.
running deep.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games, because
CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having
Come on, bro. We dropping what? That was a pick. That's crazy.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing.
Man, that was a pick, bro.
He's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Purdy off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here. With
I'll go for it, man.
As they call the timeout defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Purdy. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 53. That one looks like he'll throw here. We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Purdy now to throw. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Young will set to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Damn tackles, bro.
Myles Garrett.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
95.
Now Young. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. It'll be a pick up of 16, but they remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
First day in Miami, and I woke up with $12,000 win on my sliding account. 9:30 a.m., I traded the market open and made another $8,000. I finished trading at 12, and then Ross went back to the park. I got back on my laptop.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Fuck.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's taken down inside the 30. So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for San Francisco, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week.